Welcome to this short introduction to Overton, the Policy Citation Index. Overton is the world's largest policy database, currently including more than 12 million policy documents which are full-text indexed. We demonstrate and track academic literature to policy citations and policy to other policy citations. Our users tend to be IGOs and NGOs, universities, think tanks, research funders and publishers, and they use us to discover where their work is influencing policy. There are lots of different uses for Overton, but we're going to focus on the two main strands, which are using Overton to understand policy influence as a citation tool. You can report on where research is cited in policy, see research authors who are cited in policy. You can see people who are mentioned in policy, so they may have given verbal evidence or contributed to a committee, but haven't published a scholarly article to be cited. You can use Overton data for funding applications, case studies, grants, and other reporting functions, and it really helps researchers understand and evidence their policy influence. The other main strand for Overton is as a discovery tool for research and teaching. You can use it to access policy documents from around the world, to review policy to identify research gaps and collaborators, to support grey literature searching for systematic and scoping reviews, and to help students see where topics they are learning about are being mentioned in current policy. You can also find case studies for teaching showing where research has informed policy. Overton defines a policy document as any document written for or by policymakers, which gives us a broad view of the policy landscape. We collect policy documents from government and official bodies, IGOs, NGOs, and think tanks. A policy source is a website where policy documents are harvested, and some sources contain documents from many organisations. For example, the Publications Office of the European Union is our policy source and is the website, but it contains documents published from multiple different organisations, including the Joint Research Centre and the General Court. Another example would be the UK government, where the different organisations would be the different departments, like the Department of Health and Social Care. We cover 190 countries and territories with over 2,100 sources and more than 31,000 organisations, and most sources are checked weekly for new documents. We are language agnostic, so documents are indexed, analysed and searchable in all languages. Titles and descriptions are translated into English, and the documents are full text searchable in the language it is written in. We just don't translate the actual documents themselves. There are lots of different types of document. These are the main ones. So we have government documents, white papers, hearing transcripts, technical reports, committee reports, position statements, policy briefs, educational materials and clinical guidelines, and blog posts, among many others. In terms of data coverage, pre-2012, we consider it patchy due to the availability of documents on the web. From 2012 to 2015, our coverage is good, and from 2015 onward, we consider it comprehensive. In terms of processing the policy documents, we process the full text of the policy documents, identifying references, people and topics, and linking policy documents to scholarly research, think tank output, and other policy. There are three main search modes, which we're going to go through in these videos. The first is searching the policy documents by topic, institution, research funder, and others. You can also use the People tab to find people whose scholarly research has been cited or who have been mentioned in policy. or you can use the Search Scholarly Articles tab to find the scholarly articles which have been cited in policy. You can explore the search results using lots of different filters and lots of different ways of sorting, and you can export the results in various file types as well. So with that, we're going to go on to some demonstrations.